Hello, everyone. I'm ZHAO Chuang. Today, we are going to draw the trunk of Spinosaurus. In addition to having a very large back sail, another feature of Spinosaurus was its cylindrical trunk. When drawing, it's best to know why its trunk was shaped like a cylinder. Therefore, in our later drawing, we must first understand its internal structure and outline its skeleton. This allows us to know how the dinosaurs' bones were connected and how different the Spinosaurus looked from the skeleton when it was alive. For example, when we look at the skeleton, we couldn't see that some places were filled with muscles when alive, which wasn't what the skeleton looks like. Now let's draw the Spinosaurus trunk. This time, we are going to draw a front view of its body viewed from the front to the back. We need to understand its skeletal structure. First, we can draw its spine, which probably located here. Its spine was composed of several structures, when viewed from the front. One was the vertebral body, and then transverse processes on both sides. There was a cavity in the middle, through which the spinal cord would pass. Connected at the top were its neural spines, which were slender, and that's how the Spinosaurus got its name. Its ribs were also very interesting. It consisted of two facets, one attached to the vertebral body, and the other attached to the transverse process. Its rib was shaped like an arch, and so was the rib on this side, which gave the Spinosaurus a very broad trunk. The abdominal ribs were attached to the sides of its trunk, which made its body quite flat, resembling that of crocodiles. But when muscles were taken into account, its trunk would look different. Because if you look at the Spinosaurus from the side, you will find that its neural spines looked like this. And many neural spines became very thick at the base, which looked quite thick from the side. The lower part of its neural spines was wider, and the wider part was generally used to attach muscles. Therefore we know that its muscles were probably attached here, so its back sail looked shorter than it truly was. When adding muscles to it, there should be two groups of muscles in this part. So that the trunk wouldn't look unnatural. Now let's move on to the front half of its body. The scapula should probably be here, and in the front of the scapula was the coracoid. The coracoid was connected with the clavicle here, which fixed the coracoid in place. Its forelimb was attached here. This is the structure of the front half of its body. We can leave out the right hand for now. Next, let's reconstruct the outline of its body. When viewed from the front, its shoulders were probably here. Then moving on to its arms. Hand. The other hand. Then its belly. All these formed the whole body contour. The upper part of the neural spines looked relatively narrow because there was no place for muscle attachment on both sides. At the front, we can draw the Spinosaurus head. and then roughly draw its feet, swimming in the water, with a partial tail. Good, like this, we've finished drawing the trunk of Spinosaurus.